time for your ABC 36 Storm Team forecast.
While all eyes are on Florida and the imminent landfall of Hurricane Milton, we've had some amazing weather here in central and eastern Kentucky, and that's going to continue as we roll into the late week. Weekend ahead, just as nice, dry, warm, should be great for outdoor activities. But we do have some changes into early next week. It looks like a legitimate shot of some cooler air and the possibility of our first frost of the season. Quiet all across the Ohio and Tennessee Valley. Beautiful sunshine in front of the Montgomery County Courthouse there in Mount Sterling. We're at 72. Temperatures overachieved a bit today. Most locations into the mid, even a few upper 70s, starting to back temperatures down just a bit. You see the debris, high-level debris cloudiness as far north as Virginia, North Carolina border with Milton. A lot of rain down south, high pressure in control. A little backdoor front. That's going to sneak in here overnight. Won't even notice it other than the fact that temperatures will back down a couple of degrees for afternoon highs tomorrow. We'll be in the mid-40s to start, so kind of cool again. And then afternoon highs again running more so into the low 70s. This great stretch of weather continues. Another area of high pressure settles in. So Friday looking nice. We're in the mid-70s. Just perfect evening for high school football. Same drill for Saturday, even with this weak front to the north. The air mat's very, very dry, so we're looking at more good weather as we roll toward the weekend. Now, next week, we'll see an area of low pressure on Sunday night drag a frontal boundary through here, and look what is behind it. Again, a legitimate shot of some chilly air. We're talking afternoon highs, upper 50s, low 60s, and early morning lows. Yes, they may dip down into the 30s, and that could mean our first frost of the season. All right, here's the latest on Milton. You see the radar loop here sheared out a bit, which is why the winds, max winds, back down a bit, and the southern eye is kind of open, although it's trying to fill back in. 120 mile per hour maximum sustained winds. I want you to look close. I mentioned last half hour how it's moving to the northeast, and that was taking it on a beeline toward Bradenton and Tampa. Look at the last couple of frames, how it flattens out, and it looks like it's beginning to pivot and go more to the east. So that expected turn may be happening as we speak, which eventually would bring the center more so Bradenton down toward Sarasota. So that obviously is going to have a huge impact considering that storm surge is key and the landfall is key to that. We've got wind gusts over 60 miles per hour there in St. Petersburg. Around that down toward Naples, so those winds are really going to pick up. The other part of this, anytime you have a landfalling hurricane, you have the threat for tornadoes. This is really overachieved. A number of confirmed large tornadoes. In fact, there was one within the last 20 minutes, Vero Beach, Fort Pierce area along the east coast of Florida. So it's really been a major problem. A lot of those are going to head out to sea with those outer bands. So as this thing rolls across Florida late this evening and overnight, there's not going to be enough distance for it to weaken below hurricane status. That's why the East Coast is going to be dealing with some storm surge as well. In fact, the latest storm surge values knocked down a little bit, still 7 to 9 feet. Tampa, St. Petersburg points to the north, but between Sarasota down toward Fort Myers, 10 to 12, maybe even higher than that. There's your perspective with the low-lying areas there. Just think of a big, huge wall of water to the tune of 10, 12, 15 feet rushing on shore and driven by those destructive hurricane winds. And that's why folks evacuate and get away from the coast, because a lot of that storm surge can get pretty far inland. Here at home, quiet, clear. 46 overnight, more sunshine, nice looking day tomorrow, 72, good for the weekend, awesome night for Kentucky and Vandy out at Kroger Field. Southwest winds pick up ahead of that front. We go from a almost summer-like feel to fall. Early morning lows Tuesday and Wednesday dropping down in the 30s.